Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to Zenny62 on oh, July 1st. 19 days, yeah, I said it correctly. 19 days before, 18 days before, San Diego Comic-Con. I still have no hotel, no deal. I may wind up just not going. I'm credentialed to go, but things aren't falling into place. Um, wow. Of course, a lot can change in a week, right? But the bottom line is I'm not here to talk about San Diego Comic-Con. I'm here to talk about LeBron James going to the Golden State. I wish I could talk and say that LeBron James had taken a deal to go to the Golden State Warriors. But I can't say that. Instead, what I am pained to tell you is that LeBron James has just signed a document that will relegate him to the purgatory of losing for 4 years. He signed a deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's right. He signed a deal, LeBron James did, with the Los Angeles Lakers. I will be the first to tell you, and probably the only person will tell you right out of the gate, that LeBron James will not win the NBA championship next year. Okay? Now, of course, I've been wrong before. Like, for example, I was uh, not right about Steve Kerr because I thought Steve Kerr might be a failure because they fired Mark Jackson so quickly. I was wrong. But that doesn't stop me from saying, just like what I just said to you, that you thought was probably outlandish. LeBron James is not going to win an NBA championship because he is in the lair of the Warriors. He has sealed his fate. He has relegated the rest of his legacy to second-class status. You will not be able to talk about what LeBron James saved. You will not be able to talk about what LeBron James did. You will not be able to talk about how great a basketball hero LeBron James is, because he will not be a great basketball hero with the Los Angeles Lakers. It is pure and as simple as that. It's not happening, and the reason it isn't happening is because of the existence of your Golden State Warriors, and mine too. That's why. The organization and team that should be called, because they act like, and they are the Oakland Warriors, okay? But I'm telling you, I want you to pay attention to me. I want you to hear this, because this is going to be a separate blog post too. LeBron James will not bring a championship to the Lakers. You can forget it, full stop. Forget it. It ain't happening. Maybe they'll make the playoffs, okay? All right? But go deep into them? No. Finals? Forget it. You can pencil it in, Golden State Warriors. Not happening. No. Why? Because LeBron is going on vacation. That's right. He's going to LA to pick up a bigger check, live in a nicer house, and be where there's nice weather, all right? And he's simply not going to win. You hear what I'm saying? Did you hear me stutter? I will repeat it. LeBron James and the Lakers are not going to win the NBA Finals this season. Coming up. Not happening. Okay? I don't want to hear about how many years LeBron's been there. We got it. I don't want to hear about how many championship rings he has earned. We know it. I don't want to hear about how many losses he's had since he's been there. We know that too. I'm talking about this new era with the Lakers. Not winning. Okay? Not winning. Sorry, not winning. All right? Not winning. Yeah, I notice we have an interesting gang here tonight. Welcome, Donis. Donis says, Fred Walker, who for some particular reason, born of the fact that he is from Los Angeles, I guess, right, is here to, I presume, hold up the foundation of Southern California sports. Ratza Ruck or that, Roy. Ain't happening tonight. And what I mean by that is there's no argument you could possibly present that would trump mine, Mr. Walker. Just not one. And then there's Forever who says, watch the Warriors bandwagon fans of the Bay Area turn back to Lakers fans. I agree with you, yeah. You know what? They'll turn back to Lakers fans until the Lakers lose. You know, we'll hear all this hype, we'll hear all this stuff, right? Anyone with half a brain knows that LeBron James' best option was with the Golden State Warriors because he's getting older, he needs less playing time, he can be effective for a smaller space of time within a game. He can play with KD. All right? But instead, he went to the Lakers. I'm telling you, the minute, the very point in time that LeBron James shakes Jack Nicholson's hand, that'll be it. No more wins. That's it. I'm not saying the Lakers will have a losing season. I'm simply saying they will not achieve the lofty objective of an NBA Finals championship. No, it isn't. It's not just, it just isn't going to happen. Because, and it's not going to happen, okay? Because, all right, look, if you think that talent is the only reason the Warriors win, you know nothing of basketball. And I'm not saying I'm a basketball expert, but I know enough statistical analysis and analytical strategic approach to tell you that what the Warriors do is vastly different than what other NBA teams do, which is why I like them. For the same reason I like the Dallas Cowboys under Tom Landry. The installment and understanding of, in the Cowboys' case, feedback and control theory with respect to football play design. In the Warriors' case, it's the use, quite simply, of probability mathematics as applied to basketball. Some people call it sabermetrics as applied to baseball. People just plain call it analytics. Some other people just hate it. I love it. Period. I completely love it. All right? Absolutely. I completely love it. Now I'll go back and get your comments. Because I'm loaded for bear tonight. And I'm loaded for your BS too. Forever says, I never saw a Warriors flag being flown out of a car till the Warriors started winning rings. Fred Walker, the defender of SoCal, says, I guarantee you, Lakers versus Warriors on Christmas Day. I guarantee you the Lakers will do what they always do. They'll beat the Warriors in LA, and that'll be it, okay? That'll be it. They'll lose to the Warriors at Oracle, just like always. And beyond that, they'll wind up second fiddle. Then I won't go anywhere. Heck, they may be eaten alive by the Houston Rockets. All right? Just saying. Just saying. Fred Walker wrote something I don't know what that is. He says Lakers. Ms. Zeitgeist. Hey, Ms. Zeitgeist, how are you? Ms. Zeitgeist says now Tyronn Lue has to coach for real in Cleveland. Ding. Hey, Barry Lee, how you doing? Nice to have you here. And he says hello. Donis says life can be filled with surprises. You know, that's the understatement of the evening. Donald Jones says, oh, by the way, triple shares tonight. I still owe shares from the other night. I haven't forgotten. So let me just gleefully remind everybody that this is a triple shares night. You put in $2, you get the equivalent of $6 in shares. And yes, that's correct. I'm back to my kicking ass and taking names place that I want to be in terms of doing this stuff. I think I just needed a little break, you know? I just need a little break, you know? I just need a little time to recharge my batteries. And boy, my batteries recharged, all right? Hey, John Marks, how you doing? All right? Now, moving along. Donald Jones, how you doing, Mr. Jones? Donald Jones writes, Lakers may make playoffs. That's it. I agree. Barry Lee says the Fakers, hey, I like that. The Fakers can't win with LeBron alone because Kawhi hasn't been traded to them. I'm going to tell you this. Even if Kawhi Leonard goes there, they're still not going to win. All right? Just because they're there doesn't guarantee anything. And if you think that's the case, I present to you the Houston Rockets of the previous season. Owners of the best record in the NBA, but did they win? Oh, excuse me, and I forgot to add, built to beat the Golden State Warriors, but in the end, what happened? They didn't do it, okay? They didn't do it. 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 Ha ha ha! They didn't do it. They didn't do it, okay? Yes, I'm mocking the Rockets fans who thought that they were going to do it. You deserve it. How dare you think that a mere assemblage of talent without the proper coaching was going to land you a championship? How dare you think that a basketball team engineered by talent but not intellectually designed to hold on the ball less was going to bring you a championship? How dare you think that just spending out more money for people is what it takes? How dare you not understand analytics? How dare you not know math? How dare you not be intelligent? How dare you not think? You deserve it. You deserve the crying. You deserve the whining. You deserve what you got, which is a big freaking goose egg. Well, okay, a half goose egg because you were the Western Conference champions. I'll grant you that. Excuse me. Not the Western Conference champions, the Western Conference near champions of your division. Okay, I'll grant you that. The Warriors were the Western Conference champions. They're now the NBA Finals champions again. Period. I'm going to say what? You think the Rockets are going to do it again? If you think the Rockets are going to do it again, you've already sealed the fate of the Lakers with LeBron James, I might add, to which I go back to the comments among those who are eagerly waiting to say something or write something. Malcontent, how you doing? Malcontent says, I told you so. There was no way his ego would allow him to sign with Golden State Warriors, and you did say that. His fatal flaw, he thinks he needs to be the man and not just a good teammate. Right. Right. He could have made more money with the Warriors per minute. Everyone would have been pissed off at him because he would have been able to pencil in NBA champion yet again. He would have been able to have great relationships with venture capitalists right there at his doorstep, including Joe Lacob, who is a venture capitalist who happens to own the Warriors. LeBron James has as his friend and mentor Warren Buffett. Said he always wanted to be a billionaire. What better place to be for a budding would-be billionaire than, ding, the Bay Area? And LeBron James ought to get to know Richard Smith. Who is Richard Smith? He's a 55-year-old, my age, African-American billionaire worth $4.4 billion. Know the name. You should all know those names because in knowing that, it's a signal that, hey, you know what? Maybe just this racism thing isn't quite what we thought it was. And maybe part of the solution is if we all join together as folks and work to build each other up. Well, there's a thought. Moving along. Now, Fred Walker says Warriors was irrelevant for 40 years until they got lucky. No, the Warriors were not irrelevant for 40 years. I remind you, the Warriors won under TMC, okay? And the Mullen years were really quite great. And I remind you of this, that quite simply, the Warriors didn't get lucky. The Warriors got smart. They used analytics, big difference, and they didn't shy away from it. And it led them to play a type of basketball that others would never dream of doing. They were laughed at, but they won, 17 straight? All right, now everyone's still trying to catch up with them. They still think it's just shooting threes. Oh, how stupid are they? Now, what do we got? MM Forever says, as a Bulls fan, I'm happy LeBron's out of the East. I see the Bulls winning the East in 2021. How about the Celtics? How about the Celtics? And what about the hit, the enormous hit to franchise value this gives to the Cavaliers? Wow. And how about the enormous bump in franchise value this gives to the Lakers? Which, by the way, I think is really the only reason LeBron is there. I mean, considering their location and history, let's face it, the Lakers were not of today, were not holding up their end with respect to the Lakers of the past, okay? I mean, it's kind of like the ghost of Christmas past staring at you going, you haven't won. Or maybe I should say the ghost of Lakers past saying, you haven't won. And therefore, you LA suckers, not Lakers. That's what the ghost would say. Something like that. Yeah, definitely something like that, okay? And Cowboy Russell says LeBron went where the cash is, which is LA land. Yep. Barry Lee says, true, Zinni, because Kawhi isn't a leader. Yeah, he went to LA to retire. You know, it reminds me of what a friend of mine once said about California versus the rest of the country. We were in San Francisco at a Beta Breakers pre-party in the Embarcadero. This is a while back. And he just come from New York, worked for an investment banking company, Pia did, and he said, it's a nice, bright evening day, and he goes, look. And I said, what? He goes, you know, New York's about deals. I got a meeting with, you know, this banker, or I've got a deal going over here with this developer. In Washington, it's about power. I've got a meeting with Senator X, or I've got a meeting with Congressman Y. But here, it's about leisure. Look at all those sunglasses. Well, that was then, okay? Now it's about tech. It's about tech. But the tech applies to the Bay Area, and it doesn't apply so much to LA at all. LeBron had missed the mark. He got snowed, if you will, by, well, snow. The desire to escape snow, the desire to be in sun and palm trees. People don't associate the Bay Area with palm trees and sun, even though we do have both. They think of LA that way. And it's funny how perceptions persist, right? The Bay Area is about tech. And if you have LeBron's money, or the money he seeks, and what he seeks to do, and I would think coupled with a desire to build up some more ringage, you come to the Bay Area. LeBron made the wrong move. LeBron made, for his legacy, not for himself, a dumb move. He should have chosen the Warriors. And I'll continue. Hello from El Paso, says John. How you doing? And Ms. Zeitgeist says, I disagree. This Lakers team with Kawhi and Stephenson are better than the Rockets, but they haven't gotten Kawhi yet. Let's get Kawhi, LeBron, and Stephenson, and then have that discussion. But I will say to you this, no. And the reason why I say no is simple, because they have to play together. You know, we're talking theory versus Warrior fact. Fact. You bring the Lakers in, you don't have to rebuild the Warriors. He's plug and play in a role, okay? In a nice role. Lakers? Nah, I don't see that, okay? You have to remember, Kawhi and Stephenson, if they come to LA, haven't played ever before with LeBron, let alone together like that. They got to figure out the kinks of working together before they can expect to win. They may want to kill each other. You don't know. You can't just say, okay, well, it's going to work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Remember how we thought Paul George was going to waltz into LA with LeBron? It didn't happen. Paul George, for reasons best known to Paul George and his closest friends and family, decided to stay in OKC. Something happened there. Remember the rumor was that LeBron James was trying to bring Kevin Durant along to LA. He didn't bite. So you have Kevin Durant and Paul George who didn't go with LeBron. If LeBron is this great on-court general manager, how come you couldn't convince those two to follow him? Something in that story, folks, if indeed that story is true to begin with. May not be, okay? May not be. Jordan Yancey says, we'll have defense and shooters. Who is this, Jordan? How you doing? MN Forever says, a popular Lakers team will always outshine a championship Warriors team. This isn't coming from Lakers fans. Sorry, but it's true. I have no idea what you mean by outshine. Cowboy Wrestler says, Rockets are a joke. I don't care if they resigned Paul. The team is a joke. Jay Will says, the Rockets coaching is trash. Well, it was not so trash to give them the wins. It was not good enough. It was coach killing coaching, okay? In other words, you had a coach killer, even among coaches, right? Are coaches that are just good enough to get you to the dance, but not good enough to win the dance. That spells the Rockets' coaching issue, right? That spells it. Barely says, yeah, Jay, I agree. Joseph Bensman says, what a busy day in sports. What a busy day in sports, writes Joe. LeBron is going so fast to Lakers means Magic is putting together a stacked team. The West is super loaded now. East is wide open. I like that one. I like that one. And then he writes, what else? Then he writes, trying to find, there he is. Okay. Jordan Yancey writes, Magic Johnson, all the business contacts he has. Plus, some idiot around here on radio made a comment that Magic Johnson lost his businesses. Johnson did not lose his businesses. He sold them. Magic Johnson is mega rich. He doesn't have to worry about anything. He's where he wants to be. And whoever said that, just some radio guy who wishes he had a fraction of the money Magic Johnson's made over the years. He's been a fantastic businessman and a fantastic hero to the community as well. Now, Cowboy versus Z. LeBron was never going to GS. I didn't say he was going. I said he should. Keep that in mind, all right? I believe he hates the team with a strong passion. Well, obviously, he has, he's got the Warriors on the break, and that's what's going to cost him, okay? On the other hand, it also occurs to me that he's using that hatred to put some more money in his pocket. Let me come, he said to the Lakers, and be your warrior slayer. Yeah, right. Right. Cowboy Wrestler says, Z, I got that one. He says, Warriors won a championship in 75. I remember. So do I. Remind Fred. He forgot. Malcontent says, the Eastern Conference is now less competitive, but it may be a little more interesting. I look forward to seeing Boston versus Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals just to decide who loses to Golden State Warriors. I agree with you. Won't be the Lakers losing to them. Winning against Boston. That ain't happening either, okay? Forget it. It ain't happening. Ain't happening. Not happening. All right. Barry says, and I wonder who Steve learned for his coaching from. Yes. John Marks says, can the Warriors go for three-peat? They sure can. Barry says, you mean LA Fakers? Evan Forever says, make the Chicago Bulls great again. That's a hashtag, folks. Hashtag make the Chicago Bulls great again. Possibly the longest hashtag I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it is. Malcontent Z. You're also right that LeBron could have just committed to LA to watch his son play high school ball. He didn't need to sign there. No, he didn't. And yet he did. It's like, come on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Zenny 62 on a Sunday night. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm talking about how, if you're a Laker fan, you tuned in. Hey, look, the Warriors are not going to win a championship. They're not going to beat, did I say the Warriors? The Lakers are not going to win a championship. They're not going to beat the Warriors at all. They may not even have a winning record, and I'll be LeBron's first in that position in a long, long time. It ain't happening, okay? It's a new day for LeBron. He should have come to the Warriors. He's an older man. He's in the wrong place. Instead, he signed a 4-year deal. He should have signed a 1-year. Bad idea. Sign 1 year, then come up north and join KD. Yeah. Barry Lee says, to be honest, I'm surprised the NBA didn't step in and stop LeBron deal like they did with Paul. No, Barry, I think in this instance, I'm not surprised. I'm glad they didn't. And the reason I am is this. There was a big hue and cry when the Paul deal was stopped because, and I remember that my first take on that, I think I was posting for SF Gate at the time, was that if I were a general man, if I were the owner of the LA Lakers at the time, I would have sued the NBA. The NBA should never, ever jump into any kind of trade deal. I mean, just not do it, okay? It is a perturbation of the market. It unfairly punishes teams which had the intellectual muscle to make a deal go. And it just plain sucks, okay? It's just wrong. You don't mess with another man's meat. That's essentially what you're doing, all right? Or a woman, because a woman could have put that deal together too. So you don't mess with a woman's meat, period. You don't mess with anybody's meat. When I mean by meat, I mean deal, okay? Meat is like steak or salmon or chicken, right? You don't mess with it. It's the meal. They spend a lot of time making that meal, and here you're going to try to mess with it? No. That's bad, man. That's just bad, all right? Jordan Yancey says, it's funny how you guys are talking like LeBron got old overnight since he's with the Lakers. Funny. No, Jordan, I'm not talking overnight. I said the same thing the minute LeBron talked about moving anywhere because, look, he is I'm just going to say it. He is not of the physical presence to be the man anymore. He came close on a number of occasions. But he's a human being, okay? You cannot turn that switch on and off and on and off and expect it to deliver as it did 2 years ago. The LeBron window is closing, and he has to be smart enough to understand that and say, okay, what's my future going to look like? And do I really want to go through this the rest of my life? I would hope not. He's got other ways to give to society that he hasn't even scratched the surface of yet. You know, political action committees, donor organizations, becoming a billionaire to do those things, right? What businesses he should be investing in or self-start up, like, you know, certain media companies. You get the idea, okay? LeBron, man, okay? Just saying, all right? Just saying. I am just saying. Joseph Bensman says, I didn't think LeBron would leave the Western Conference, but he wants to expand his brand, and once he landed in LA, I knew he'd be a Laker. Now I think Kawhi definitely could be next very soon. And if he does, it's not going to guarantee anything. But you know what? It would be so cool if Kawhi Leonard took a left turn and headed up north to the Bay Area. Just saying. Can you imagine Kawhi Leonard with the Warriors? Just saying, okay? As a friend of mine said that everyone's predicting the breakup of the Warriors like the Hampton Five. Well, okay, I'm not thinking so much of the breakup of the Hampton Five as the impending reconstruction of the Hampton Five, which will happen starting next year. Okay? All right? John Mark says, I'm going to say this. The Lakers could be a force in the West next season. I'm going to say this. the Lakers will not win the Western Conference next year. They will not do it, okay? They won't. Cowboy Wrestler says, Z, as a person who lived in the Southland from 1989 to 1995, I never got people's fascination with LA. Sure, it's got great weather, but the culture is, I would say, plastic at best. No, Cowboy Wrestler, the reason for the popularity of Los Angeles with respect to the rest of the country is rooted in decades and decades and decades of one thing, Hollywood. And the idea that, as Miley Cyrus sang in her famous song Party in the USA, that you come and it's a new town, you don't know what to expect. It's the place, however, that you know you can make it in as an entertainer. And once a person goes there and makes it as an entertainer, that spotlight that's shown on them lasts with them forever. So it's that hunger for fame that we all have to some degree. We all do. Even people who say they don't, and especially people who say they don't. Everyone wants to be recognized for doing something. Everyone. No one is excluded from that fact. No one. But think about what I just told you. That dream desire was that stuff that makes us desire to have that imagined better place that comes with fame. Okay? It has been thought that LA was the custodian of those dreams. All right? The idea that when you go to LA, everything is brighter, more beautiful, and somehow just all around better. All right? Of course, that isn't exactly true. I think the magic of LA would not be the magic of LA without Hollywood. It just wouldn't be there. And it's why Atlanta has, in this current phase of entertainment organizations moving production to here, the opportunity to be that dream custodian. If it so chooses to be that. Right now, it's not really capitalizing on it. It's just benefiting from San Francisco's and California's high cost. At some point, Atlanta's got to say, okay, we've got them. How do we market this to make our state better and craft our image for decades to come? Because they're at that point now, all right? So, Barry Lee says, Joseph Binsman, the Spurs will not trade Kawhi to the Lakers. If they do, it will be to an East team. The Spurs are smart, not stupid. Barry Lee gets the comment of the night so far. No, screw it. Barry Lee's the comment of the night, period. Period. Joseph Binsman says, we'll wait and see, Barry Lee. You know, he made that as a rhyme, and I can imagine somebody like John Wayne saying that. Yeah, well, we'll wait and see, Barry Lee. And then he continues, I was thinking they won't be a few weeks ago, but LeBron would only go over to LA if he knew Magic was bringing others. Now that Paul George is back with the Thunder, watch out. For what? Paul George is supposed to join him. He didn't. Watch out for what? Barry Lee says, John Marks, the Fakers will be lucky to make it past the second round, and that's it. And I think Barry Lee is absolutely right. I think Barry Lee is right on, completely, totally 1 million times correct, okay? I mean, completely correct, all right? That's it. That's it. Completely, that's it. John Marks says, I would be surprised if the Lakers survive the second round. I would too. John, I'd be surprised they got to the playoffs. Well, okay, that's bad. I mean, look, everybody gets to the playoffs, right? Excuse me. That's bad. Okay, so I won't be surprised to get to the playoffs. I'll be surprised if they win past the second round. I'll go with that, all right? I'll go with that. Joseph Benson says, plus, LeBron went with an all-in 4-year deal, not opt-out. He must feel Magic is bringing a bunch of other people. Definitely. Well, fine, but it doesn't mean they're going to win. Ms. Zeitgeist says, this is something the NBA wanted. LeBron's rivalry with the Warriors lives on through the Lakers. Yep, that's true. That's true. We have an exciting new LA versus the Bay rivalry. This is ratings gold. And I think, Ms. Zeitgeist, you hit up on it, and I think you tie with Barry Lee for comment of the night, because that really was what this was all about. It wasn't about LeBron bringing a title to LA. It was about a rivalry and ratings. It was about, as Fred Walker put it, the Christmas Day Lakers-Warriors battle. It was about that. It wasn't about, oh, you can bring a title. It was about strengthening a storied franchise in an area of the country that is trying to reclaim its luster. I mean, let's face it, it really is, LA is really trying to rebuild its image as the place for stars. And why not? Because it's lost so much of its production to the South that a little bit of that luster has come off, and a little of that shine. And you watch a movie like any of the Marvel movies, and it tells you, oh, made in Georgia. It's got the peach on it, right? All that hurts California, and it hurts in particular LA. And then if it wasn't that, LA was taking a massive backseat to the San Francisco, Oakland Bay Area, which has been carrying the state's economic production for some time now. At least the last 15 years. So if you're LA and you're used to being on top, it must pain you to know the Bay Area is just punking the crap out of you, man. It's just got to, because it is. All right. John Mark says, don't ever underestimate the power of Magic Johnson. Magic will bring the Lakers back to the promised land. Okay. That sounds like Darth Vader talking about underestimating the power of the dark side of the Force. Moving along. Young Now says, Showtime Lakers back. To which I say, ha 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 ha. And ha 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 ha. Jay Will, how you doing, Jay Will? Jay Will writes, didn't LeBron sign a $1 billion contract with Nike a few years back? If not, it was close to that, so I don't think it's the money. No, Jay Will, I'm not saying it's the money. Well, no, it is the money, because $154 million is a lot. If it wasn't the money, he wouldn't have signed for that much. What I'm saying is he could have gotten richer at Golden State. He could have achieved what he wanted to achieve in terms of being another Warren Buffett at Golden State. I believe he's less, but less capable of doing that in LA. Okay. Now, going for LA are the following types. You've got the Russian oligarchs and the oil magnates, so maybe he's got a chance, particularly with the Russian oligarchs. The tech folks aren't as abundant. All right. As they are in the Bay Area. All right. You got it? All right. Cowboy Wrestler, which I'll get to in a second. Malcontent says, Ms. Zeitgeist, yep. This is a great marketing opportunity for the NBA, both in the regular season and the finals. Ooh. Okay. MM Forever says, how long do you think the Cavaliers rebuild will be? Oh, wow. That's a great question. I think the Cavaliers, without LeBron, will be better because they'll be a dramatically different team. And I believe, was it Joseph Bensman or was it Malcontent who wrote, or Ms. Zeitgeist? I think it was Ms. Zeitgeist who wrote that Twan Lu will finally get a chance to coach, to do some real coaching. And I think there's a lot to that. I do think there was something in Twan Lu at times seemingly taking a back seat to his own player. And hey, great coaches do that. If the great coach feels like the player has got it going on and can direct the team and make things happen, then the smart thing to do is to take a little bit of a step back, right? But then it begs the question, what happens if he steps in and coaches again? But I think beyond that, the question is, what kind of team would Lewis assemble without LeBron? And I think that his back to the wall, he'll come up with a surprising organization. Because, we haven't seen Tyronn Lue without LeBron. This is his chance to shine. Suppose he happens to kick butt anyway. Suppose the Cavaliers happen to return to the finals for a 5th time against your Golden State Warriors. Wouldn't that be funny? So all the talk about, hey, LeBron, it's kind of like, damn. Could happen. All right? I mean, you can tell I'm not liking this deal. I'm making no secret of the fact that I don't like the deal. I'm making no secret of the fact that I think LeBron should have went to the Golden State Warriors. Okay. Stephen A. Smith saying on SportsCenter the NBA should really now consider seeding NBA playoff teams 1 through 16. What do you think? No, I don't think so. I like what is. I don't like the seeding. And no, I don't think that. I don't no. Why alter what isn't truly broke? You alter that sort of thing when ratings are lower, fan engagement is less. Okay? But I'm not seeing that. The NBA is more popular than ever. Team franchise values are not only higher than ever, but in many cases comparable to NFL teams. That's a big thing. And we haven't seen a $4 billion NBA team yet, but we'll see one before I pass away. I know that. Probably in the next 4 years. All right? I know that. Joseph Business says, Kawhi Leonard wants to be a Laker. You know this. He says, but the Warriors are interested in Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis would be fantastic for the Warriors. Now that McGee left, one of those guys, or both, would make the Warriors pretty dynamic inside. Excuse me. Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis on the Warriors would make the Warriors killers. Complete 1,000,000% killers. Dwight Howard blunts LeBron James. Anthony Davis comes in to be the next big great thing. Paired with KD. Oh, my God. Man. I can hear Ice Cube rapping "Today Was a Good Day" right now. That would apply to the Warriors you're talking about. Joseph Benjamin. Okay. Cowboy Wrestler says, again, Pop is not trading Kawhi to Western Conference team. Cowboy Wrestler. Cowboy Wrestler says, Dwight Howard is so darn irrelevant now. Yeah, that is sad, isn't it? Although, I am one who happens to believe that Dwight Howard's better days are in a system and organization like the Warriors. Paired in the way that Joseph Benjamin laid out. It's a good idea. Jordan Yancey says, the Lakers have signed Lance Stephenson and JaVale McGee and more to come. Okay. So they get JaVale McGee to basically tell the Lakers how the Warriors did things. All right, fine. That just happened. Emma Forever says, Ingram, Hart, first round pick, unprotected in 2025 would be fair to trade Kawhi Leonard. You know says nothing. Literally. Nothing. Okay? John Mark says, I think NorCal. Joseph Benson says, I'm not saying they're going to win, Zenny. Laugh out loud. I'm simply saying the Lakers are going to put together a very good team. They will be a contender. Okay. But you know what? You and I both know doggone well that the whole purpose of this restructuring is to bring home a ring to LA. You and I both know that. Don't pretend like Like, no one's going to say, well, we're just chilling in LA. Even though that's what it's going to amount to. Okay? I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. Just saying. Crawford says, Kawhi like to sit out this season if he's not traded to LA. Malcolmton says to Albert 106, SoCal has twice the population as NorCal, but SoCal has less wealth, both per capita and in aggregate. Correct. And not only that, Southern California has the largest number by percentage, and number too, of underemployed people, meaning they're not making enough to effectively pay the rent all the time. Sad, but it's true. Okay. Crawford says LeBron to the Lakers is a major death pill to the Chargers if it was already in LA. What? Hey Crawford, how you doing? Joseph Business says Clippers window is over. So sad. They really didn't take advantage of a bad Lakers team for a while. Nope. Newsy, whatever this is, says, I'm going to laugh if the Cavs play better next year without LeBron. Joseph Bensman says, not longer than my Knicks rebuild. My Knicks haven't won a title since Walt-Clad Frazier put on his first suit, laugh out loud. Joseph Bensman writes, I kind of feel like Kyrie Irving might go back to Cleveland. Ooh, he wants to be the star on his own team, just a hunch. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Joseph Bensman says, I like the playoff seeding as it is, but I kind of miss the first round being best out of 5. More drama. Crawford says, Lonzo Ball is on notice. Although you gotta think that Lonzo Ball is just really excited to get there. Crawford says Lakers versus Warriors on opening day and Christmas night. Book it. I like it. You definitely book it. Tickets for that will be sky high, man. Woo! Joseph Benson says Cowboy wrestler. Dwight Howard averaged 16 and 12 last year. I'm sure the Warriors would not say no to adding that, and they would not. Cowboy wrestler says Le'Veon Bell sent a suspicious tweet tonight. I said, where's LeBron goes? I said, I go. Chargers? Whatever. Joseph Bensman says, Danny Ainge is having a good buy LeBron cigar tonight. Yeah, I should join him. That is funny, though. And I agree with Kevin KD and laugh out loud. That was a funny one. Where's the cigar? Oh, by the way, folks, it's back. What is it? It's the Vry Pack. Yes, this time, this is the Vry Pack. The Vry Pack Dish Trail. See that? I've been commissioned to tell you about this great upgrade in the Vry Pack I introduced last year. This is the Vry Pack Dish Trail. It's thicker inside. Okay. You can still put it on your back like this. All right, like that. And then spin it around like this. Okay. And there it is. All right, like that. And then you can just hook it on in this way, like this, okay, like that. Oops. Click, and voila, there it is. Yay! Woo! Okay. The Vry Pack. Carry your essentials. You can even put a water bottle in this thing. Anything you want to sit back and use the computer and do a show with it on your back if you need to. The Vry Pack. All you have to do is type. Actually, you know what? Go to oaklandnewsnow.com. Click on the Vry Pack on the right. It'll take you to the post about it, and then bottom of the post is the Amazon link. This is 2 versions. One 30. This one's about 40. The Vry Pack, and this is 32. Tough stuff. The Vry Pack by Tika Thomas. The Vry Pack Dish Trail, named after the Stanford Dish Trail. Get it. Get it. All right. There's my commercial. Back to the proceedings. Says, I think he has one more ring for LeBron before he retires. Joseph Business says, definitely, Zinni. LeBron is still trying to catch Michael Jordan, but I don't think he's going to get there. For me, he was not going to get there several years ago. Why is that? Says, what do you think? I don't know that he's trying to chase him. Yeah, he is trying to chase Michael. But I think he went about it the wrong way. I also think he's trying to chase or be like Magic, who he has a great deal of respect for. And who knows what will come out of that relationship from the business aspect, right? Well, look at what's already come out of it. LeBron's moving. Okay? Crawford said LeBron saved California, I guess. Kevin KD says he means that the Chargers are going to take a much deeper back seat with LeBron in town. Oh! After relocating to a market that has no use for them. That's a great point. That's a great point. That's a great point. I think I agree. I really have to agree with that. I do. Says, why do you hate LeBron so much? Excuse me? Where did you come up with that crap? Duh. Seriously? Ms. Zeitgeist says, when LeBron's teammates cost him the game in Game 1 by forgetting the score, I think LeBron's mind was already made up to join the Lakers. I think his mind was made up to leave and go someplace else after that. But who knows, the same thing's not going to happen with the Lakers. There's a reason the Lakers have performed the way that they have over the years of late. Okay? That has to be engineered out of their system, and I don't think one person can do it. All right? Ms. Zeitgeist says, I got that one. Crawford says, the Cavs just became the Toys R Us of the NBA. Cowboy Wrestler says, Z, you so salty tonight. Good! I'm glad you think so. Which reminds me, invest, damn it. I'm Gumby, damn it. Damn it? I said, damn it. Oh. Says, you think LeBron's going to coach the Lakers? Sort of. Crawford to Malcontent says, ouch, laugh out loud about Crawford's comment. About Malcontent's comment that make that Radio Shack. Rob Iman says, fact or fiction? I say, hey, Rob Iman, how you doing? Fact or fiction? Leonard gets traded to the Lakers. I say, we don't know. It's not a fact or fiction thing because it's being talked about, right? It could happen, but we don't know, we don't know the deal points that are being bandied around, if they're being bandied around. We don't know that the Spurs really, and why would they give up their best player to the LA Lakers? Why would they do that? That's like you giving someone your best knife and then asking them to stab you with it. That doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Okay? Okay? Crawford says, it's weird the first pick. I'm sorry. Crawford says, it's weird that the first pick in the 2003 draft is being coached by the last pick of the first round, also in the same draft. Yeah, that is weird. Except that, well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's not weird. Because if you're the first player taken and you're being coached by the last player taken, it means one thing. that guy sucked. I don't care if he became coach. That guy sucked. That's what that means. Okay? Period. All right? That's it. That's it. Kevin KD says, but Cowboy wrestler the Chargers have Melvin Gordon. They don't need Le'Veon. Crawford says, Bell is another LeBron follower. Kevin KD says, what they need is a good market. Like, oh, I don't know, San Diego? Malcolmton says, Rob Iman, the prior season's champion always plays on Christmas Day. Warriors? Sofa King says, they're going to rig it next year. Lakers, Celtics, the next generation. Nah. I say, invest. Malcolmton says, versus the Lakers, no fiction. Ms. Zeitgeist says, in 2016, when the LA Rams had their first game back in LA, LeBron was there with owner Stan Kroenke. I think Stan sold the idea of coming to the Lakers to LeBron back then. Yep, that's a great point. I'll do some digging about that one. Hey, good night, Barry Lee. Jordan Yancey says, I guess you got 16 reasons to hate on the Lakers. You're trying to do something we have already done back in the day, three-peat. Yeah. Crawford says, LA has star power from Todd Gurley, LeBron, Trout, Kershaw, Ohtani. O'Day. O'Day. While Wyman says, I say Warriors versus Lakers would be a fun Christmas Day game. I say you'd be correct. Absolutely. I say this, though. The Warriors will three-peat. I say this, though. The Lakers will not be NBA champions. Okay? I said this, though. Jack Nicholson will smile. This is Jack. I don't have any sunglasses for Jack. He'll be like that. Yeah. Carver says, come May 2019, we'll be saying to LeBron, dilly dilly. Why do I get this feeling we'll be saying dally dally? Not dilly dilly. As in, ha ha ha, dally dally, ha ha, dally dally, ha ha. We'll be saying dilly dilly to the Warriors, right? Maybe even to the Cavs. I'm picking the Celtics. Celtics. Yeah. Yeah. Malcolmton says, but Trout and Ohtani don't play in LA. Yay. Let's see what the comments are regarding the Kawhi Leonard watch. Since we're all talking about the Spurs, favorite guy, right? Or maybe the fans' favorite guy who's not with the Spurs. Well, who doesn't want to be with the Spurs, per se. Excuse me. I'm going to Twitter to check. Okay. Worldwide trends. Power Premier. AMLO. Lakers. LeBron James, Lance Stephenson. Okay, let's see what it says. Skip Bayless says, I completely understand why LeBron would sign off on signing Lance Stephenson to a one-year deal. Lance has always played very well against LeBron. He also had the guts to try to distract the king. As much as LeBron considered the antics clownish, he earned LeBron's respect. Yeah, I remember that too, but if that's your sole reason for wanting somebody signed, I'm like, seriously? Seriously? And, just like, whatever. And what they're talking about, folks, is this famous scene. Look, this is a GIF, all right? This is what they're talking about as far as distraction. This is Lance Stephenson. See this? Watch. See this? Watch what he does. Blew in his ear. Okay. Stuff like that, Okay. If that's your sole reason for wanting him, I'm like, lose. Legendary Lakers tweets. Lakers today. Sign LeBron to a 4-year deal. Re-sign KCP. Sign Lance Stephenson. Sign JaVale McGee. While still keeping up their young core of Ingram, Kuzama, Lonzo, and Hart. What a fucking day. We'll see. Chris Haynes says free agent Lance Stephenson has agreed to the Los Angeles Lakers, league sources. All right. You know what, though? That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not enough. 1.1 million tweets about the Lakers. NBA star LeBron James signs with Los Angeles Lakers. That was 35 minutes ago. 4 years, 154 million. Hollywood Reporter, Cleveland Cavaliers chairman issues statement on King James' move to LA. None of this would have happened if LeBron James did not agree to come back home and lead the Cavaliers to the promised land, said Dan Gilbert. The entire Cavaliers franchise thanks LeBron for that precious moment and for all of the excitement he delivered as he led our team to 4 straight NBA Finals appearances. LeBron, you came home and delivered the ultimate goal. Nothing but appreciation and gratitude for everything you put into every moment you spent in a Cavaliers uniform. We look forward to the retirement of the famous number 23 Cavs jersey one day down the line. There you go. That was nice. Now that deserves a like and a retweet. But I'm telling you, man, he is going to LA to retire. I didn't talk about any Raiders news tonight. This is a lot to talk about right here. Also, it's 1:19, and I'm going to shuffle off the Buffalo at 1:30. Okay? So get your licks in. I mean your comments, not actual licks. Don't try licking your screen or okay. All right. Cowboy Russell says, Lance Stephenson is a joke. There, I said it. Good night. John O'Connell says, pretty convinced that Spurs won't trade Leonard to Lakers. If he gets traded, it'll be to Eastern Conference team, maybe 76ers. Crawford says, Skip Bayless tweeted that Stephenson and McGee are the new J.R. Smiths on LeBron team. That is cool. Malcolm says, the Cowboy is out. Joseph Benson says, wonder if Cavs fans are okay with LeBron leaving them again. I think, they've about cheered themselves silly. They're probably due for a break, Crawford says, at least Dan Gilbert didn't write his letter in Comic Sans this time. Rob Wyman says, the A's are in the wild card hunt at the moment. Ding! Preston Kingdom says, Cavs fans should not be mad this time. They already got their title, and they know a year in advance he was leaving, or they knew a year in advance he was leaving. 2010 was different. That caught everybody by surprise, and I have to agree it did. It was a different world. Joseph Benjamin writes, my Yanks beat up the Red Sox tonight and took 2 out of 3 this weekend. Great season so far. Amen Forever says, why would LeBron want to play with Lonzo Ball? Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did I just read that? Oh, did I actually just read that? Seriously? You did not answer or expect an answer from me on that. And you seriously did not answer that question. I can't even talk straight. I'm so flabbergasted. You didn't actually ask me that question. Did you? Yeah. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Johnny Tavares, good. A should acquire. But enough baseball. Joseph Ben says, I would have a different take on things if I was a Cavs fan, but oh well, Cavs fan, but I'm not. M Forever says he can't even shoot a ball. Ms. Zeitgeist says the Lakers didn't kick Chris Paul, but they have Lonzo. Yeah. When he grows and evolves as a player, I think Lonzo Ball would be like Chris Paul with more height. Kevin KD writes, Predator Kingdom, they will be one of the best teams to flatline in the crunch. Poor Austin Matthews and the gang are about to discover the Toronto sports curse real soon. Malcontent says, the Maple Leafs badly need to find some quality defensemen. Oh, you think so? Marlami says, LeBron James will keep LeVar Ball in check. I think you guys are imagining stuff. I mean, look. It's not a matter of keeping LeVar Ball in check. It's a matter of LeVar Ball tells it like it is black, and he's unapologetically black, as is LeBron James. It's not a matter of keeping each other in check. It's a matter of enhancing each other, and that's what they'll do. They're both activists, and for good reason. Okay? Joseph Benson says, that's some pretty strong faith in Lonzo Ball. Laugh out loud. We'll see about that. Cowboy Wrestler says, Z. Just wanted to come back and tell you that I'm watching the best of both worlds. What is that? Cowboy Wrestler says, parts 1 and 2. What is that? I have no idea. Crawford says, Mike Babcock is overrated as a coach. Kevin KD says, but there are some things about LeVar Ball that are found appalling. Not really. Cowboy Wrestler says, best cliffhanger in television history. MM Forever says, LeVar tells it like how it is. He said he can beat Jordan one-on-one. So he thinks, what he said how it was is he said that's what he believes. Fine. So what? Okay? So, look, I believe I can beat LeBron in chess. The difference between me and LeVar Ball is I said something that I believe is doable. If LeVar Ball wants to say something that isn't doable, you know what? It's a free country. Enjoy it. So what? You all act like authoritarians, not American Democrats. Lovers of democracy, I should say. Boo! 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 Rob Hyman says, Lakers, Warriors, rivalry renewed. Ding! Laugh out loud does Joe Bensman. He says, I remember when LeVar said that. He is Riddick. I don't understand. Crawford says, Los Angeles versus the Bay Area is about to be lit. Already is. Look at the title of this video. Okay. Kevin KD says, actually, LeVar has no respect for people. He's sexist. He's a fraud. And he insults people's dad, mother, and he da-da-da-da-da. He's married to a great wife. He's got great sons. So what? Nothing wrong with that, man. You just don't like the monster. You don't like the monster of black folks is what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. Okay? Because I could argue that Donald Trump's the same way. In fact, I will. I'm just saying. You know, we got to get away from complaining about people. People are stupid, you know. I'm not calling you stupid, Kevin KD. I'm saying that collectively we're stupid. The reason why I say that is this. You know, this, I call it second season of social media, has been hallmarked by us talking about each other online, right? Where has it gotten us? It's got us to a silent middle of people who, when they hear something negative about somebody like a Trump, they think, oh, maybe he isn't so bad after all. Hire the man. And we're stuck. Okay? So maybe we shouldn't be talking about people like that. I'm just saying. Kevin KD says he plays on bad stereotypes. Cowboy Wrestler says Star Trek, The Next Generation, where Picard gets assimilated by the Borg. Oh, yeah. And Kevin KD says that Trump is a million times worse than LeVar, and LeVar is a disgusting human being, but they're both making $1 million bucks, billions, and they're in control. So put that together. Okay, I'm just saying, put that together. Emin Forever says LeVar Ball had great sons. Yes, he did. And he says his kid steals in stores in China while on a free ride at UCLA. Oh, that's nothing. He didn't steal from stores. He got caught, apologized, and that was it. Every kid makes mistakes. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Emin Forever, I don't know who you really are. You could have made the same mistakes or had kids that made the same mistakes. If someone talked about your kids like that, you'd be ready to throw down. You know it. Or you should be. You should be. Okay? Joseph Business says, I think both Trump and LeVar should shut it. I like the fact that they talk. No, I don't. You know why? Because it pisses people off. They're confident enough to express themselves. I say, booyah! All right, great. Score one for the demonstrative. Score one for the egos. Score one for the big mouths. Score one for the ones who say what's on their mind. Awesome. We need more of them, not less. Rather than these people that hide behind their phones texting. You know, or barbecue Becky like, oh, these black people are barbecuing. I'm so scared. Oh my God, help me, Oakland police. Help me. Okay, come on. Give me a freaking break. Seriously? No. 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 As Crawford said, don't boo, vote. That's right. Kevin Gady says, MM forever. I don't think that Gallows theft should label who he is. It was a mistake. Yeah, it was an error. And that's what I get on. There's this tendency, if a black kid does something wrong, it's like, oh, he erred, okay? Ryan Lochte screwed up at the Olympics, but hey, no one talks about that anymore, right? It's kind of like, well, he, you know, did a little prank. It's not like, oh, he's this bad guy, all right? I mean, come on, okay? Joseph Ben says people like Ocasio-Cortez and others like her who actually want to do well for people and don't have to use their ego to do so are the people who should be listened to. No, I hate that. If a person has an ego, let them have it, okay? You and I have had this discussion before. Stop fearing people who have egos. He has an ego, so what? I have an ego. All right? Okay? All right? But this is what I'm talking about. Joe says, I remember what Lochte and Phelps did. I didn't mention Michael Phelps. You did. I met Michael Phelps. I know him. He says, never felt the same about them after that. I always remember when people step in it. But here's the point. Michael Phelps, I know I met his mom, okay? Nothing wrong with Michael Phelps. Nothing. There is something wrong with people who criticize people who make mistakes. Because I always think, how would you like it if you had a big spotlight on you and made a mistake for all to see? What would you do? Would you own up to it and move forward, or would you crumble? I admire the people that have the courage to lay themselves out there, do what they feel is right, say what's on their mind, and make it happen. It doesn't matter if I agree with their politics. I like the attitude, okay? I like the attitude. I don't care what their stripes are. I like the attitude. I especially like it when the women do it, okay? Kevin Gady says what Lochte did was messed up because he implicated people who've been historically criminalized unfairly in society. Right. Amen Forever says LeBron should have gone to the Clippers and trusted Jerry West. LeBron should have gone to the Warriors. LeBron should have gone to the Warriors. I'm not talking about LeVar anymore. LeBron should have gone to the Warriors. Okay? Got it. All right? Got it. And Kevin KD points out something that's true, that blatant disregard for his use of his light white privilege was unforgivable. No, it was forgivable. I forgive him. Okay, he's cocky, arrogant. So what? Look, I'm cocky and arrogant, and I don't have white privilege. It's kind of a bad mix, ain't it? Oh my gosh! All right, folks, it is 1:32, and I'm going. I wanted to say it's 1:32, and I'm going to the loo, which is true. I'm going to sleep. All right. Okay, folks. If you like the content on Zenny62, please invest $2. It's triple shares night. Rob Iman says, woulda, shoulda, coulda are like horseshoes and hand grenades. Rob Iman, and you forgot nuclear war. To which I wanted to be a modeler of nuclear war. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. That's a hand grenade. Just kidding. Good night, y'all. Great conversation. Ratza run. Ratza run. Fun. Yeah. Oh, real quick, by the way. Dilly. I got a question real quick before I tune out. Would you all be into doing this as a call-in roundtable with voice, where we have a system, a ping system, where you call into a code, right? Like a roundtable, like a conference. You know, I'm thinking about a way to do that. I'm not sold on the standard call-in because you have to monitor the calls and all this, but I'm giving thought to something. Oh, Wimbledon starts tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Thanks. But anyway, what are you guys' thoughts about that, guys and gals? What do you all think? Okay, if I don't get a response in a minute, I'm going to bed. Even when response. Oh, God, everybody's leaving. Because I said good night. Corey Brown says, okay. Whoever just came on, I'm leaving. I just had one question. Carver says, good idea. Joseph says, yeah, I'd be open to that. We could have a politics call. No, I'm not doing politics. You haven't tried that yet? I'm not doing politics. I will talk about political stuff, but I'm not doing it because it makes me feel icky. I mean, I like talking sports because I'm not entirely reminded of how screwed up everything is, because it is. All right, that's just me personally. It just doesn't. It makes me feel icky. All right. Crawford says politics would be a bad idea. Yeah, I just we've been that route, and we had the politics. We had people here. I'm not going to mention names, who were a little nasty. All right. And I didn't like that. I don't like banning people. I don't like coming away, feeling like, gee, why did I do that or take that person off or say this or say that? I would rather just have a friendly conversation about sports. It is nice, okay? And Joe Smith says, well, I feel we'd understand each other better on the phone, but fine if you don't want to do it. Well, no, I don't. I just think that, for one thing, I don't. And I don't want to do it because I just don't want to do it. I'll report on politics, but I feel that the best interplay is a conversation that has at its center sports, but other things roped in, okay? Because sports really is at the center of cultural discussion. Politics is where we elect people, okay? Now, yeah, I just don't feel good about going entirely in that direction. However, and here's where I will throw you a bone, Joseph Binsman, Mr. Binsman. is, since it is an election year, I do think there are times when it's valuable to have a candidate on, right? Somebody running for something in any state, you know what I mean? To then spread the brand, to spread the Zenny 62 brand and make it newsworthy. Now, if you pitch it from that perspective, I'm like, yeah, because then it advances the business. And I'm all about advancing this business that, hey, did anybody invest in tonight? I had to get out the shares anyway. But you know what I'm saying? I got to grow this thing, all right? And I mean, I really got to grow this thing. I'm tired of fucking around with it. Not that I have been. In fact, Oakland News Now is really coming along. Okay? All right, folks. Remember, on the way out, Rypack. Dish Trail. Get it. All right. See you tomorrow. Love, peace, and soul. See ya. Thanks.